Hello and welcome back to the corner of insight and intuition. I'm sure you've heard the names, Nostradamus, Vanga, and more contemporary figures like Biggs, Anand, and Parker. These are the names that have captivated the world, individuals who delivered prophecies and predictions that seem to hit with eerie accuracy. From global catastrophes to seismic political shifts, it often feels as if the future lies right before their eyes. And the single biggest question that arises in all of us is, how? How can any human being accurately see what is yet to come? And, perhaps more importantly, why do so many highly publicized predictions ultimately fail to materialize? Today, let's take a moment, grab your favorite cup of coffee or tea, and join me as we decode the truth behind this phenomenon we call prophecy. To truly understand the mechanism of foresight, we need to talk about the three states of human consciousness. 1. The conscious mind. This is the clear, factual, and concrete awareness of the immediate reality, what you are sensing and thinking right now. 2. The illuminating mind, a state of total, universal awareness, reserved for those who have achieved deep spiritual realization, the ability to perceive the totality of the cosmos. 3. And the third state, the one we focus on today, the imaginative consciousness, the awareness that activates when the conscious mind rests. It manifests in our dreams, our deep meditations, our involuntary flashes of intuition, and our vivid imagination. The energy within this imaginative consciousness is immense. For certain individuals, often those dedicated to deep meditation, or sometimes those who have experienced an intense accident or a unique twist of fate, this latent imaginative consciousness is awakened. In a meditative or sleep state, this consciousness may project them into certain potential future timelines. This, my friends, is the core mechanism behind many prophecies. But, and this is the critical distinction, these future timelines are a mix. Some are genuine probabilities that will manifest, and a significant portion are illusory, the mind's own weaving, or simply low probability outcomes. This is why we often see an initial period of high accuracy. When a prophet first emerges, their warnings are often less noticed, and their mind remains focused on the higher, purer intention. Their inherent ability is intact. However, haven't you noticed that once they gain global fame, once they are recognized and adored, the majority of their subsequent predictions become wildly inaccurate, often failing to happen at all? This leads us to the two fundamental reasons for the loss of accuracy. First, the power of the imaginative consciousness begins to diminish when the mind loses its higher focus. Even if the intention is to save or warn, the act of interfering with karma or universal causality often goes against the flow of existence. Karma is a principle one must transcend, not one that can be successfully manipulated or circumvented. Second, the very act of being recognized, celebrated, and idolized subtly draws the individual into the subtle trap of ego and fame. This attachment to the name weakens their psychic clarity, often without them even realizing it. Consequently, their unique perceptive ability fades, and the once accurate prophecies become little more than guesses. So, my friends, let us listen to the prophets with a healthy sense of perspective and curiosity. But instead of living in fear, instead of worrying about the doom and gloom that is often predicted, the most valuable, most beautiful truth that life offers you is this: live peacefully in the present moment. Direct your mind towards good deeds and positive intentions. This is the only way you truly change your personal future and shape a better life for yourself. Thank you for joining me for this moment of decoding. Until next time, stay well and live wisely.